Hey guys, today I'm here with Moose and I'm gonna see if I can teach him how to self-load. So this is a behavior that I've never really taught before. I've done a lot of work just trailer loading in general, but not teaching them to go on the trailer by themselves. So I figured today I'd grab Moose, who I think will be the easiest to teach to self-load just because he does prefer to go onto the trailer without me walking in front of him, and see if I can break down this behavior into something that he can pick up in the next couple of minutes. So let's go. So to get started, I have Moose, a whip, and a pocket full of cookies. I'm gonna get started. Moose already knows how to load onto the trailer, so we're gonna practice something that he already knows. And we're just gonna get on the trailer like we normally do a couple of times. So as a refresher, I loaded Moose onto the trailer a couple of times just by leading him on, and both times I would get him into the trailer and click and reward just so that he remembers that this is a positive experience for him. Then I decided to try self-loading. I wasn't sure what he would think. You can see he gets a smidge confused here because he isn't sure if he's supposed to be standing closer to me, but I push him away and he goes right into the trailer right away. I was very pleasantly surprised, and I squeeze on next to him to give him a treat. This actually I think made him a little bit claustrophobic, so he backs off the trailer right after this. But he was more than willing to try and get back on again. He got on even quicker, and this time I went around the other way to give him his treat, and he was pretty pleased with himself. I got to wondering how he figured out to get on the trailer so quickly when I've never really practiced self-loading with him. But I think the answer comes when I remember how I worked through Moose's initial trailer loading problems when I first got him right off the track. So he would just get a little bit sticky when he was getting on the trailer. I actually asked him to stand here, but when he was a little guy and he wasn't really sure how he wanted to load, I would stand him at the foot of the trailer, and then I would come through the side ramp running a lunge line through the escape door, and then I would just ask from behind, putting a little bit of pressure on him, and he really preferred that method to load. You can see some older videos from trailer loading on my channel, my trailer loading hack video, where I do exactly this with Moose. I lead him onto the trailer, I make sure that his nose is pointing in, and I run the lunge line over the bar, and I go through the escape door, and I walk around out the back, and I just start to put a little bit of pressure on Moose to ask him to load into the trailer. This way you're putting a little bit of pressure on them from front, but most of the driving pressure to get onto the trailer comes from behind. So like I said, when Moose was a little guy, this was the way he preferred to load. Now he is a lot less particular, but because he already had this knowledge and skill set for loading, I think it translated really well to him figuring out how to self-load pretty much on his first try. So now that I realize this worked so well for Moose, I'm thinking I'm going to try the lunge line through the escape door method on some of my other horses and teach them all how to self-load like this because it's pretty useful. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel. Thanks for watching!